If you're tuning in right now, you happen to be watching the world's truest source for hip hop news, black culture, sports, and of course the best reaction videos on the net. I'm talking about Kofi's Universe. If you haven't already subscribed, it's your chance to hit that button now before I hit this blunt. Bada.
YouTube, salute. Mack 10 responds to Tupac claims that Bow Down was inspired by Hit 'em Up. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up this video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Let's listen to this audio.
Right. I saw a Tupac quote where he said that Bow Down was influenced or inspired by Hit 'em Up. Oh no, nah. What he was saying was basically that not that it was like directly inspired by it, but that you guys may have seen the energy behind Hit 'em Up and the aggression and the in your face sort of this attitude, and that made West Side Connection say like, oh, okay, this is what we need. That's totally false. You don't agree with that? That's totally false.
It's too into what we was doing to even care what Hit 'em Up or no other record sounded like. That's false.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, we was just trying to get to it.
Right. I saw a two.
But I just don't like Big Ice. I looked up to him. But because I looked up to him and I studied his style, mastered his shit, I know what he's doing is wrong. Shit ain't selling, so now he's going on a war shit. And he's using us as the game. Drop some shit called Bad Ass. And if you listen to it, you can see her hit him up and was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Why he wasn't making him bad down when I was in jail? That's what I mean. That's wrong. Right. Now, that's wrong. And I'm not going to let that happen because then that would make me obsolete. If I let him come back and take, can't have this. But I just don't like it.
All right, so you heard Mack 10. He was on No Jumper. And this was an old interview from Tupac in 1996. All right, so we all know about Bow Down, When You Come to Your Town. That was from the album West Side Connection, their first studio album. And at the time, you know, people knew Tupac was going at Biggie, the Bad Boy Camp, Junior Mafia, Mobb Deep, Chino XL. The list goes on and on and on. But when it comes to Bow Down, I disagree with Pac. And I know he ain't here to defend himself, but I'm just saying, like, Ice Cube was already having problems like Common in 95. And I remember when Mack 10 came out with his first studio album, they had a song called West Side Slaughterhouse featuring Ice Cube and Dub C. Ice Cube was already dissing Common. He was already, taking shots at him, like, and Common came back with the Bitching You song. So it's not like he just said, oh yeah, Tupac going at the East Coast, y'all, let's go. No, it was already some problems already that was going on. So West Side Connection was just letting them know, like, man, we doing this. Like, we're making it happen. I think Tupac, he had more of the momentum because it was more like worldwide what he was doing. Like, his music was selling like crazy everywhere. You can't deny that. But as far as like West Side Connection, they had their own lane. Like, they was doing what they wanted to do. It wasn't about the East and the West Coast beef. And it really wasn't East Coast, West Coast beef. It really was certain artists going against certain artists, or a record label versus a record label. Death Row versus Bad Boy. That's really what it was. You had certain other groups and certain other artists, some people didn't get along, but West Side Connection didn't have a problem like Wu-Tang or like Redman. No, it was just more, they was just representing like, hey man, this is West Side, we holding it down. That's all it was. You see what I'm saying? And I remember Ice Cube had a problem with Common, right? He had a problem with Cypress Hill. It was some other people out there. But I remember it was those artists right there that Ice Cube had a problem with. So Ice Cube was already letting it be known, like, man, what's happening? If y'all want the funk, we could take it on wax. Because even Farrakhan had to get between the Ice Cube and the Common beef. Was it Farrakhan? Either Farrakhan or Khalid Muhammad. I can't think off right now, but Tupac, I understand what he's saying. He studied Ice Cube, he respects Ice Cube, but no, that was totally different. And I'm glad Mack 10 came out and said what he said, because even though at the end of the day, he might have problems with Ice Cube right now, but he's still a realist. He's still not going to deny of what really happened. Because some people, they'll sit there, oh yeah, you know that nigga Tupac keeping it real because we did bite off him. No, he's like, no, nigga, they wasn't even like that. We did what we did. We was in our lane and we wasn't beefing with nobody individually. As far as like when we see them on the streets, it was gonna be, you know, some fisticuffs or some shooting. Maybe could have been fisticuffs with Common, Ice Cube and Common, because it was going there. But besides that, though, it was more just West Side Connection was representing for the West Coast and letting the East Coast know we here and we holding it down. That's all it was. And it was just like, it was lyrical sparring. Tupac was more like verbal and physical sparring if it came to that. You see the difference? Y'all let me know what you think. Do you believe that Tupac is right, or do you believe Mack 10 and Ice Cube and Dub C had their own lane? Post your comments below. Smash Black Panther the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.